Hello guys, welcome to another Android development tutorial. In this tutorial we will learn how can we display a website on our application. So as you may remember, we have created a dialog or a text view box that says hello world. Now to display a website we need an object that is called a web view. For that we will create on our XML file a web view. Width will be match parent and height will be 0 dp, and we will set weight to 1. We have to give it an ID. So as we did previously on the other examples, we will give this object the ID of my web view. Okay. On the right side, on the preview side, we can see that it has a darker color, and we have our hello world text view at the top. Now, if we want to move our hello world text view at the bottom, for example, we just press move the code snippet below web view, and we have hello world at the bottom. But maybe we don't want that. Maybe we want a button. So we will delete this text view and we will add a button. So we write button, width will be match parent, height will be 100 dp, and what can we use this button for? Well, we can use this button to reload the website, for example. So we will add an ID and we will call it reload website. Okay, and we will also add a text field that we will say reload website, as you can see. Okay, so now we are going to switch to our main activity.java file. Okay, and here, as we created this, we can delete our previously created text view because we don't really need it anymore. So we delete them. And here we can create a new field. For example, final web view my web view. So we have to import. You can do it with Alt Enter, but sometimes I prefer to type. Why do I prefer to type? Well, because I don't encourage you to import a lot of stuff, because it makes your application a lot heavier. So as a good practice, kind of weird, but I prefer to always write this stuff because I know more consciously what I'm doing. Otherwise, if I just tap Alt Enter, it's very more convenient, but you often end up importing lots of libraries that you don't really need. So this is kind of the way I do, but you can do it if you want or whatever you want. Okay, so final web view, my web view, and this is find view by ID r.id.mywebview. So in this way, we are accessing our XML file web view object. Now, after this, we will get and initialize this web view object. For this, we type my web view dot set web view client, and inside the parentheses we type new web view client. Okay, so that's kind of ready to display websites. Now, as you may remember, in a previous tutorial I told you that in the Android manifest we specify the special permissions an app may require. In this case, we actually require one permission, which is access to the internet. So we will open an object and type uses permission and type internet. So please check that it looks the same as mine. Under permission.internet. So once we've done this, we have access to the internet. Now, after this, we will tell to load a website, but we want it to load the website when we tap a button, for example. So we're gonna go and say final button, and we will import the button widget, which is android.widget.button. So import android.widget.button. Okay, pretty simple. And this button will be called reload website button. Okay, and this is find view by ID r.id that reload website. Okay, now in order for us to detect when that button is clicked or tapped with our finger, we will set a click listener, which is a tool that enables us to know when a button is clicked. So we go and say reload website button that set on click listener, and we type new on click listener. So you can pause the video if you don't know how to generate the code, but here we have the on click method, and here this method will be called when the button is clicked. So when the button is clicked, we will say reload, or not really, we will say my web view dot load URL, and we go double quotes and HTTPS. We have to use HTTPS because the newest version of Android need the S for security reasons. Okay, so when we'll say google.com. Okay, as simple as that. Now we will run the app and see if everything works fine. So we'll go run app, and let's wait to see if it works as we expected. So it's compiling and it is sending the app to the device. Remember to enable internet access for your emulator to be sure it will work. So here we have our application right here. Now we will click on the reload website button and we will see if it works. So there is our website, Google website. Now we can make this a little bit more beautiful if you want. You can make the reload website button smaller for it to look better, because it's kind of very big. So to do that, we will do and go to the half of its current height, which will be 50 dp. Okay, and now maybe we can do something else here. Maybe we can say that if we tap this button, we will go to a different website now. For example, we want to go to wikipedia.org. Okay, so we will run it and see if it works. We're building it and waiting for it to launch the app. And now you can see now the button is a lot smaller and looks better. We click on it and we wait for Wikipedia to be launched. So here we have Wikipedia website. We can navigate through it. It works fine. So we have kind of a very, very basic web browser. So this can be useful if you want to display your company or business website in an Android app. So remember, you have to add this permission, the Android permission.internet. You need it because you will be accessing the internet. And you have to have a web view, which is an Android widget that allows you to display websites. So as you can see here, the way this web view is closed in XML is different than this one. This is if we have to put something inside this. But if we don't really need it, we can just close it right here with this, and we can just delete this. Okay, so that's basically the same. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. That's it for this video, a very simple explanation of how this works. You can experiment a lot more with this and with the activity lifecycle stuff. Maybe you can put these to load the website every time the onResume method is called, maybe. So you can start experimenting lots and lots of different stuff with this. So a lot of good advice that I can give you is to practice a lot. So that's it for this video, and I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.